William and Harry first fell out after the Duke of Cambridge advised his brother to take things slow in his relationship with Meghan. However, Harry reportedly had brusque and peppery reactions to his concerns, believing William was being snobby. William apparently turned to his uncle for help, but the move just infuriated Harry more. The Duke of Sussex was reportedly furious that his brother was dragging other family members into the row. In the book Battle of Brothers, author Robert Lacey said the tiff led to the brothers' fraternal fissure, that persists to this day. Since that day, their relationship has deteriorated further. Among William's frustrations were claims that Harry and Meghan gave the palace just 10 minutes' notice over their announcement to step down as senior royals last year. The Duke of Cambridge was said to be distraught at the news and, while he agreed to keep things civil at the Sandringham summit, which hammered out the details of the so-called Meghan deal, he was unwilling to go any further, according to Mr. Lacey. Prince Harry said in his interview with Oprah Winfrey that their relationship was space. However, he added, "Time heals all things, hopefully," and said healing his familial relationships was important to him. The Duke previously admitted he and William were on different paths, while William has stayed silent on the issue. However, Prince Harry may have made things worse in terms of his relationship with William by airing the family's dirty laundry repeatedly in the Oprah interview, in the Armchair Expert podcast and in his Apple TV Plus mental health series. What's more, William's wife Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, was dragged into the row when Meghan claimed reports she made Kate cry were false and that it was actually the other way around. Meanwhile, Earl Spencer has been in the news recently due to the investigation into the BBC Panorama interview with Diana. He found himself vindicated after a nearly 24-year battle to have the dubious tactics used to get the interview acknowledged and recognised. It was found that Martin Bashir, who has been branded a rogue reporter, created fake documents that depicted payments from the royal family in order to persuade Charles to introduce the journalist to his sister. The Earl said, "I'd like to thank the TV journalist Andy Webb for his tireless professionalism in bringing the Bashir Panorama BBC scandal to light. If he hadn't have pursued this story for well over a decade, and shared his findings with me last October, today's findings wouldn't have surfaced." Both William and Harry gave impassioned responses to the BBC's findings. William said in an emotional speech, "It brings indescribable sadness to know that the BBC's failures contributed significantly to her fear, paranoia and isolation that I remember from those final years with her." Meanwhile, Harry claimed that exploitation of his mother helped create a media culture that ultimately led to her death. Charles Spencer, who was 3 years younger than Diana, walked with his nephews behind her coffin for her funeral in 1997. He looked devastated as he walked with the young princes, as well as his former brother-in-law Prince Charles and his nephew's grandfather Prince Philip. Charles Spencer has always claimed he was deceived by Mr. Bashir and accused the BBC of whitewashing their first investigation into it. Lord Dyson's report last month showed there were considerable failings among BBC leadership. The BBC has written to a number of people including Prince William, Prince Harry, Earl Spencer and Prince Charles to apologise. The corporation said, "We recognise that it has taken far too long to get to the truth." BBC Chairman Richard Sharp said, "There were unacceptable failures. We take no comfort from the fact that these are historic. The BBC must uphold the highest possible standards." The BBC's media editor Amol Rajan added, "This report will not just injure the BBC, but scar it. And it should be granted that though it shows the historic failures of BBC journalists, it also shows the power and merit of journalism."